Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, unless of course you're new here, in which case, hi, hello, my name is Ashley, and welcome to my random little corner of the internet. As you can tell from today's title, we are doing my July TBR, which I am participating in the Four Nations Readathon yet again. I believe this is the fourth year? Might be the fifth year that I've done this. It takes place in January and July. I am currently participating in the Air Nation. I have since completed Earth and Fire. I need to go back and do their groups, but I am currently finishing up the actual levels of Air Nation. I will link below the explanation videos I believe that she has on her YouTube, plus the Discord if you want to join in, and the website link for all of that information on the website. Like, there's so much. We've been doing this for many years now. And yes, there is a way to become the avatar. But for this month, I will be finishing up just the levels. I still have to do the groups, but I will be finishing up the levels for Air Nation, which is levels 9 and 10. Level 9 is Council of Elders, and level 10 is Protector of the Sky Bison. So, for level 9, there are 4 prompts. I am reading off the page. We have these lovely little printouts that you can print out off the website. They make it very helpful. So for the first book in the level 9 list is a book from an LGBTQ author, and I will be reading Victories Greater Than Death by Charlie Jane Anders. I found this at I found this at a Half Price Books. I just thought it looked really cool. It sounded really cool. I posted about it in a different Discord that I'm in, and everybody's like, oh my god, I love that so much. And then when I was kind of looking at Google, it said that in 2021 it got picked up to be made a movie by Michael B. Jordan's production company, and then nothing since. So I don't know if it just got dropped or what happened. But yeah, I mean, I've heard great things. Apparently Charlie is a fantastic person. I don't know if you heard that. My husband is behind me, and his name is also Charlie. Here is Charlie here with her bright pink hair. It's great. So I'm excited to get to this one. I was trying to squeeze it in last month. It didn't quite fit the prompts that I needed it to. That's okay. The next prompt is a book by a POC author. I do have a couple of those, but I have been really excited to get more into this series, and that is the Twisted Tale series. I've read a few of them, not enough of them. My mom got me like 5 or 6 of them for Christmas, and I was really excited about it. This is the Tiana one by Farah Roshan, and it's called Almost There. And this one, the Twisted Tale series, if you don't know what that is hey, let's take a Disney story that we all know, but like maybe what if this happened instead? I read the Hercules one, I think 3 months ago maybe, and instead of being a what if, it was like a continuation. It was like, what if Meg had to become a god? And so that was more of a continuation, where I've read the Aladdin one and the Sleeping Beauty one, where it was like, no, it completely changed the story that we know so far. And so this one, I think, is also going to do that, because it says, what if Tiana made a deal that changed everything? So, like, I think it's literally going to change the story that we know, that she's not going to just, meet up with Naveen and they're going to do the hard work to change what they need to. I feel like she's going to make a deal with the Shadow Man. So, I don't know. I'm excited. Tiana's one of my favorite princesses, so this should be a lot of fun. It is kind of a chunk. It is 464 pages, but I've found, like, the margins are quite big, and the font's a decent size. Like, I feel like these are supposed to be more middle grade. I say more middle grade? Maybe YA. Maybe a younger end of YA. Because Aladdin one kind of got a little, but heck, I mean, Jasmine was taken as a slave, and who knows what happened with Jafar in the movie. So, like, basically the same thing happens in the book, too. So, okay, the next prompt is a book where the main character is plus size. I got this book a while back from Book of the Month, because the main character is plus size, and I was like, well, that's cool. So, it's called One to Watch by Kate Stamen London, and it is about, what is her name? Her name is B. Schumacher. and she's a fashion blogger who gets to be part of a reality TV show that's basically like The Bachelor, Bachelorette. I've only ever watched one season of The Bachelorette. Maybe. I think it was one season of The Bachelor, one season of The Bachelorette, because it was like one of the girls that was in The Bachelor became The Bachelorette, and I watched both those seasons. I'm not a huge reality TV person, because they kind of just irritate me, but, you know, I'm still intrigued, and we'll see what happens. I think it'll be fun, and yeah. Again, kind of a chunker. It's 417 pages, but that's okay. This is going to be a big TBR, and I'm just hoping that we'll get through it. The way this readathon works is that you have to finish each level before you finish. So, like, you can read out of any order. I can read these in any order, but I can't finish level 10 before I finish level 9, which is obviously, but, you know, it's fine. So, those 3 and then this next one are all part of level 9. So, I have to read these 4 before the other 5. Okay, so the next prompt was that I have to pick 5 books and then have somebody else pick for me. So basically we just do that in the Discord. Like, we all just make graphics of, hey, these are the 5 books that I'm thinking of, or we list them and put an emoji next to them and say, hey, these are the 5 books that I'm presenting to you. You guys vote, and whichever one has the most votes is the one I'll go with. And luckily, the 5 books I'll put it right here. This is a graphic. I made them. It had Summer Problematic Summer Romance from Allie Hazelwood. It had Our Infinite Fates by Laura Stevens. It had The Toll by Neil Shusterman. It had Rose Bargain. And then the 5th one was The Ministry of Time. Any of these I would have been totally fine with. But they did, thankfully, choose The Toll by Neil Shusterman. I absolutely loved Scythe and Thunderhead. Like, they are top tier for me this year. I was in such a reading slump after reading Thunderhead that I was like, am I going to find another book that is good enough? So I'm really hoping that The Toll lives up to that. I've heard from too many people that it's not as good, and that makes me a little trepidatious, but it's okay. I'm still excited. I want to finish the series. However, I did find out that there is another one that's called Gleanings, and I'm not sure if it's like the 4th book or if it's like a novella or like what. I will look into that after I finish this one, because honestly, if this one puts me in like a really slump in a bad way, I don't know if I would want to continue it. So yeah, so that is all for level 9, and then I will make sure I read those 4 first, because if I struggle reading these 4, first off, what am I even doing? But if I don't read those 4, I can't read these next 5, because then, you know. Okay, so level 10 is Protector of the Sky Bisons. I talk so much with my hands. For the first prompt of this level is a book with a flying animal on the cover, real, not fantasy. I have so many books that have dragons on it, and fairies, and yada yada. So I was like, okay, so I need birds, or butterflies. That's kind of it. I did have a book with butterflies. I can't remember what it was. But I narrowed it down to either The Rose Bargain or The Floating World by Axie O. I had my husband read the synopsises, and of course I knew he was going to choose this one. He chose The Floating World by Axie O. And as you can see, there are birds. It's foiled, so I don't know if you can tell. But yeah, there's birds flying all over the place. This is my Fairy Loot edition, so it's gorgeous. It has stenciled edges. It has beautiful end papers. There's some more birds. The making cover is also stunning. It's beautiful. And in this box, we had art overlays that came with it, so I'm going to get to put these in here, and that's going to be fun. So yes, I'm excited about that. Then, the next one I struggled with a lot, and at first I was like, what am I going to do? And a lot of people suggested just reading a manga, because obviously most of the time those are written in Japanese first and then translated to English, which would probably help me out a lot because it would be shorter. And honestly, I might change it. If I get to the point where I'm like, oh my god, I don't know if I'm going to finish these, we might switch this one to a manga. However, the audiobook for this one is read by J.K. Simmons, and I want to read it. Plus, it's a book that's been on my TBR forever. And sorry, that is a book. It is A Man Called Ove by Friedrich Bachmann. And it's already been made into a movie with Tom Hanks, except they changed his name to Otto, I believe. And I think that was what happens when it got translated in English anyway. multiple times or whatever. I don't know. They changed it. His name's Ove. Uwe? Uwe. It's not of. It's Uwe. Because it is originally Swedish. So I have heard, though, that it is a little heart-wrenching. So I gotta decide if that's the feelings that I'm in. Am I ready for that? Am I ready for J.K. Simmons to rip my heart out? A little bit. So we will see. Like I said, if we get here and maybe I just don't have enough time, or I'm struggling, I'm worried if I'm gonna get to it, we might switch this to a manga, just because it'd be a shorter read. This one is, I didn't write down this page number. This one is 337 pages. So not as long as the other ones, but you know, it's up there. Alrighty, so the next prompt is reread a favorite, which was, again, a little difficult because none of my favorites are just standalones, or I do have a couple. One literally makes me bawl like a baby, and so I love it so much, I just decided that's not where I wanted to be right now. And then the other one I read last month, 2 months ago, read The Night Circus. So I had to decide. All the rest of them are series, or at least duologies. There are a few that are duologies. Would probably been a better choice, but it's fine. I gave my daughter 2 options and was like, hey, which one sounds... I literally just had her say D or R, because there's... She picked D. So therefore, we're going with The Diviners by Loba Bray. Love this series. I typically listen to it on audio. The audio is done by January Lavoie, and she does a fantastic job. She gives it, like, the right level of spooky. She changes up voices so that, like, you can tell which characters are characters. It's great. I typically, you know, obviously especially if the chapters are done by multiple people, I do like it when it's, like, a cast of voice narrators, whatever you want to call them for books. But I think she does a great job. I really enjoy the series, and I've always said that if I if I didn't read the audiobook the first time through, I probably wouldn't have read them, because, like, I'm a baby when it comes to, like, paranormal things, and, like, ghosts, mainly, and it would have probably freaked me out. But I think I'm so happy that I pushed through and I read all 4 of them, because they are top tier. I love them so much. So the last prompt is another one of the pick 5 books from your TBR, have someone else choose. I basically went with the same 5 that I sent them earlier, and went with the one that had the second most votes, and that was Our Infinite Fates by Laura Steven. It's another Book of the Month pick. I don't know much about it except for there's time travel, and, like, finding the same love over and over again across time, and I think that's beautiful, and it's lovely. I've heard great things, so we're going to hope that it's great things. The font is pretty big, so that's always good. Be a quicker read. And there are 339 pages, so about the same as month. And then this foiling is fun. Whee. Anyways, but yes, so I'm excited about that. The last prompt is free pick, and if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I am doing a sister story swap with my sister. This prompt this month is water themed. It was we had to swap June and July, because she hadn't read the books that she was thinking about giving to me for water. So I was like, well, have you read the travel one? She's like, oh yeah, absolutely. I had that pick. Like, that was the first book I picked. That's cool. So we switched our June. We switched our June and July. So our July prompt was travel themed, and we switched that to June. That'll be in my other wrap up video. So our July prompt is now water-themed. I will be giving her Deep End by Ali Hazelwood, because I am a Ali Hazelwood stan, through and through. I don't care if she thinks Gale was better. Teach their own. I think she didn't need to end up with either one of them. Crazy thought, I know, but it was YA in the early 2000s, and everybody needed a man, apparently. I think Katniss would have been just fine on her own. Anyway, I am an Ali Hazelwood stan. I loved Deep End, regardless of the fact that it is very smutty. My sister's going to love it, I think. We'll see. But I don't know what she's going to be giving me yet, and honestly, by the time that I edit and post this, I probably won't know, because she is out of town right now with my niece, who is at a Dance Nationals trip, And so usually when I make my TBR videos, I will like fit in a little editing me video of like, hey, this is what she gave me and this is what I'll be reading in this spot. I don't know what she's going to give me, and I probably won't know when I post this, so I'll maybe post it in the comments, or maybe post a little short, I don't know, but that will be my free pick. That'll fit right here in this prompt. I almost went ahead and read Problematic Summer Romance instead, but no, I have prided myself on reading the books that she sent me in the months that she sent them to me. Can she say the same? No, she cannot, but that's okay. But yeah, so I'm going to fit that into this prompt right here for a free pick. And that will be the end of level 10. So that is 9 books with a significant page count. Do I think I can do it? Absolutely. Why not? Let's hype myself up. I can do that. I can do that. That's no problem. I did read 9 books in June. One was a graphic novel. One was a 190-page novella. So it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna do it this month. Have one whole extra day than there was in June. So, yeah. If you watch this video all the way to the end, go ahead and put a cloud emoji for the floating world. I'm looking like at my stack of books, and the sprayed edges from the floating world is in my face. So that's what we're going to say. We're going to put a cloud emoji in the comments to represent the floating world by Axio. But what are you reading in July? Like, do you have a readathon you're participating in? Are you just winging it? Are you trying to get through your TBR? I've seen so many people post videos of like, here's my huge number of books on my TBR shelf. Let's get through them. And that is fantastic. That's what I have been trying to do that so myself. Kind of been failing because just in June, I bought so many books. I didn't even realize I did. I put them in my spreadsheet, and I put the date of when I buy them, and there's like 16 new books just from June, I think. And then I just filled up my July book of the month book box because I wanted to use all of my credits because I think I'm going to cancel my subscription. Just haven't been feeling it. I have not been feeling the box picks, and I feel like it's just a waste of the money that I am putting into it. And yes, I know I can skip, but what's the fun in skipping when your credits can pile up? And then I had 5 credits, and I've bought 5 books. So that's 5 more books that I'm getting in July. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to read them, I promise. All these books I already owned, except for the book I'm getting from my sister, so it'll be okay. But yes, what are you reading in July? That's what I want to know after all this rambling. What are you reading in July? What are you excited to get? Are there any new books coming out in July that you're excited to get to? When I said I gave my daughter D or R, the R was the Raven Boys. I love the Raven Cycle. And the graphic novel of the first book is coming out on July 30th, and I'm so excited. I have it pre-ordered. Like, it's already going to be here, and I'm so excited. I've seen some of the art, and it looks so cool. But I'm going to stop babbling. So, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, as well as the big red subscribe button, and the notification bell so that you are always notified every time that I upload. And until next time, bye!